In the beginning, the story of Genesis 1. Before light, before time, before anything had a name, there was only God. No sun, no stars, no sky, no sound, just an endless, formless void. A deep, brooding darkness cloaking everything. The earth existed, but it was wild, chaotic, empty, like a blank canvas submerged in shadow. Genesis 1 verse 2 says, "The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep." Imagine it, silence thick as fog, waters swirling without shape or shore. The deep, a word that in Hebrew echoes the primeval chaos, the great unknown. And in the middle of that chaos, the Spirit of God hovered. Like an eagle guarding its nest, he moved over the face of the waters, waiting, watching, ready. And then something happened that would shake eternity. A voice, a word, "Let there be light." And there was. In an instant, light exploded across the void, piercing through the shadows. The chaos trembled. Darkness recoiled. Light didn't just illuminate, it defined. It divided. And God saw that it was good. What happens next will shock you, because this was just the beginning. God wasn't done. Day after day, with nothing but his voice, he sculpted the universe. Creation didn't rise by accident. It answered a command. On day 2, he split the waters, some above, some below, and stretched the sky like a tent over the earth. He called it heaven. On day 3, dry land emerged from beneath the deep. The waters were gathered, and he called them seas. Then with a word, the dry ground burst into green, grass, trees, fruit, and seed of every kind. Life had begun. But the canvas was still incomplete. On day 4, he painted the heavens with lights, sun to rule the day, moon and stars to rule the night. Galaxies spun at his word. The universe obeyed its maker. Still he continued. Day 5, he filled the seas with creatures. Whales larger than ships, fish glowing in the deep, creatures mankind has still never seen. The sky echoed with the wings of birds, singing as they soared. But God was not finished. On day 6, he spoke again, and the land teemed with life. Lions roared. Elephants marched. Insects buzzed. Every kind of animal appeared, each uniquely designed. Yet even that wasn't the climax. Because then, something shifted. God paused. And what he did next was not spoken into existence. It was personal. Genesis 1 verse 26 says, "Let us make man in our image after our likeness." God formed humanity, not by mere command but with divine intention. Not just creatures but image bearers. He made them male and female. He blessed them. He gave them dominion, to steward, to rule, to reflect his glory on the earth. You weren't created by accident. You were designed by purpose. And when he looked at everything he had made, the light, the land, the stars, the oceans, the animals, and us, he didn't just say it was good. He said it was very good. Genesis 1 ends not with more creation, but with rest. On the 7th day God stopped. Not because he was tired, but because he was finished. The masterpiece was complete. The rhythm of work and rest was established. A divine pattern for all of humanity. But don't miss this. Behind every word in Genesis 1 is a God who brings order out of chaos, who turns darkness into light, who creates beauty where there was once nothing. Isaiah 45 verse 18 says, "He did not create it to be empty, but formed it to be inhabited." And John 1 verse 1 takes us back even further. "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." The same Word who said, "Let there be light," would one day walk among us. His name is Jesus. Genesis 1 isn't just the story of how the world began, it's the story of why. Because behind creation is a creator who wanted to share his love, his life, his light. And even today, that same Spirit who hovered over the waters in Genesis still moves, still calls, still speaks light into dark places. If your world feels like chaos, remember, God's first act was to speak order into the storm. He still does. And that was just the beginning. The same God who spoke galaxies into motion still speaks today. His light still pierces the chaos. His word still creates life where there was none. If this story moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic journeys through the Bible. And tell us in the comments, where have you seen God bring order out of your chaos?